What's up everyone, Brad here with the Money Dad channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about Plug Power because there is a pattern shaping up on the stock chart there that I think we can take advantage of. I think it's pointing to some big gains there, some big profits in the very near future. I will get into that very soon, but first I want to tell you guys a little bit about the company if you don't know anything about Plug Power yet. We've traded this company on this channel in the past. I think it was December. We made some good money on that trade. And I've been kind of waiting for another setup on this chart, and it's finally starting to shape up a little bit. I wanted to get this video ahead of time to make you guys aware that there is a chart pattern setup that may happen soon. So it hasn't happened quite yet, but I want to show you guys what's going on there. Anyway, Plug Power is a clean energy play, right? They build hydrogen fuel cells. And the big thing here is, look, with the new political administration in place, all of these clean energy companies are going through the roof right now, and Plug Power is at the forefront of that. Scrolling down on their website, I noticed just this morning right here, this is very bullish for this company. Think about removing CO2 from the atmosphere, how significant this new administration emphasizes that, right? That is a priority. They want green emissions. They want to clean the earth and all those things, right? So Plug Power has made that a priority. I think that this administration is going to be very favorable for this company going forward. That's the gist of the company. And now before I get into the chart, I also just want to show you guys over at barchart.com. Their technical opinion is a 100% buy rating with a strengthening short-term outlook, and long-term indicators fully support a continuation of the trend. So short-term and long-term technical indicators both look very good at Barchart, okay? And then over at TradingView, they also have a buy rating based on the technicals here, okay? So a little bit more about the fundamentals before we get into the chart and the technicals. This company is a $32 billion company, right? So it's no penny stock anymore. It's no small company. It's pretty big now after it's been running up for the last 6 months, but there is still, 32 billion is still small enough that it can move pretty hard in any direction pretty quickly, okay? It's not Apple, it's not Amazon, it's not a $2 trillion stock. 32 billion sounds like a lot, but it can still move. Okay, so there's still a lot of gains to be had here in a very short period of time if this moves the way that this pattern is kind of starting to shape up to predict. Okay, so $32 billion company, not profitable yet. Okay, so we're looking for profit soon, but this company is still working on building revenue. Clearly, you can see these blue bars are ticking up, so it's still building revenue at an incredible rate. Look, 2016 they had $85 million in revenue, and 17, 18, 19 kept ticking all the way up from 85 to $230 million in revenue in 2019. So they're doing good in the revenue department, doing really well. You would like to see them start to focus on their expenses and become profitable soon, and if they do, this stock is going to head to the moon very quick, especially if you see like one earnings report where they show that they are starting to control their expenses a little bit better. It's going to look really good for Plug Power. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the fundamentals on this video. You guys know I don't get into the fundamentals too much in these videos because we are here for the stock chart patterns. That's what we do here. We trade these patterns when they set up, and when they start to look good, we get into a trade. We make that money real quick, and then we get out. So you can see that this chart over the last 6 months or so, and even longer than that, these are the kind of charts that I like to follow because you have these big run-ups followed by consolidation periods, right? And the volume also does the same thing, this big run-up on big volume, and then it kind of consolidates for a little while until you get more buyers, more money ready to come in, and then you have another big run-up on big volume, and then it just kind of consolidates for a while on low volume, right? It just keeps doing that wave after wave after wave, right? So this last run up, we had the biggest volume we've ever had. Massive run up, right? We went from the $30 range up to the $70 range. on the biggest volume ever for this company, for this stock. So that's where we're at. We've been chopping around from 74 all the way down to the high 50s since the beginning of January, right? So for a month now. So it's starting to get a little long on this consolidation period, but look how long some of these other consolidation periods were. Some of these were a month, right? So we're getting to that period on this chart where this thing likes to make another move higher, right? So look at this big run up right here, big old flagpole right here, and then look at this really tight consolidation channel. I mean, this is tight, this is small. It's impressive how tight this consolidation channel has been on a stock this small that likes to swing this hard. You know, it didn't make perfect waves in here. This one bounced out a little bit, and these didn't all touch down perfectly, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Okay, so it's not the perfect setup, but it is close enough for me to have a little bit of confidence here that it's going to keep playing out the way that it has, right? If you guys watch my my videos on my channel, I like to say we stick with the momentum until it's not the momentum anymore. And right now the momentum is clearly up for Plug Power. Granted, it has been chopping sideways for a month, but that's what this stock does. It chops sideways for a month or maybe even two, and then it has another big press to the upside, right? So that is what I am expecting here. I'm expecting another jump to the upside, and I think we can predict the target to the upside based on the size of this flagpole. So I'll do that for you real quick here in a moment, but I want to make clear, you know, this stock is not going to go straight up forever. That's why I always recommend that when you get into these positions, you manage your risk in a couple of different ways. One, don't put your entire portfolio into this stock, right? I like to have small positions on each one of my trades, about 1/10 of my portfolio. That one gives me the ability to be in up to 10 trades at once if I want to. Two, it allows me to have a lot of cash on the sidelines if another trade presents itself, or if we see some weakness in the market, I'm not fully exposed. And three, it reduces my risk to any one particular position. So if Plug Power, you know, just dumps right after I get into it, I'm not losing my whole portfolio on it. And on that note, the other way to manage your risk here is to set a stop loss. And what I mean by that is whatever platform you're trading in, there should be an option to auto sell this trade, this position that you're in, when it reaches a certain point. So you can set a trailing stop loss to do that of 5 or 10% or something like that. These things move pretty wildly, so I'd probably set it to 10%. Or you can set it to a certain amount. I would suggest if it breaks back under this blue line, then I would probably set a price in here somewhere to sell it at. So that's how I would manage the risk there. That's how I do it, and that's how I recommend you guys do it as well. But the buy point that we're looking for here, the entry point, is when it breaks over this blue line. Okay, when it breaks over that blue line, that is our buy point. I want to see a candlestick close above the blue line. We're at the bottom right now. This is a down day for Plug Power. We're down 6%, so we're all the way down here, and I'm fully expecting it to bounce off of this blue line. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It absolutely could break below, and we could start to see some weakness on Plug Power. And if that happens, then we'll have to reassess here. This pattern might be shot. We might have to wait for a new pattern to set up. But I am fully expecting to bounce off of this blue line right here, as it has done multiple times. You see these waves just keep touching this blue line right here, and it's creating this level of support. So that is the expectation at this point. Obviously, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's what I expect. And then we should head to the upside from here. This pattern, this wedge, is getting pretty close to closing, so there's not a whole lot of room for any more waves inside of it. So I'm expecting it to break through the upside, and once we get a candlestick to close above this blue line, that's when I will enter a trade and target the upside. And that target to the upside is going to be pretty significant, guys, because this flagpole right here is pretty significant. So what do? We copy this, we paste it, and then we move it over to wherever our new bull trend is going to start. So if we think this right here is the low, and we're going to head up from here, we put our flagpole right there, and we now have a price target of $110 on Plug Power. That is extremely significant here, guys. That is extremely bullish because this stock is currently trading at $63. So we're talking about it almost doubling, right? We're talking about $37, $47 on a $63 chart. So what is that, like 75%, somewhere in that range? I mean, it's just a ton of money to the upside. So a few things need to go right for it. You know, we need to bounce off of this blue line. We need to close a candlestick above this resistance line. We need to see volume start to trend back up. So all those things need to happen. But if they do, and guys, you know, keep an eye on it yourself. I may not post another video on this when this happens. It depends on, you know, if there's other trades going on, if I'm going to make a video on this one or not. But so keep an eye on it yourself. You know, if we have a couple of up days and after this and we close above this blue line, that's probably going to be the indicator to get in, and I will be targeting $110. So big upside potential on Plug Power. That's why I wanted to get this video out to you guys. Now, all that said, this is a bull pennant. The reliability to hit this price target is only in like the 55% range. It doesn't mean that you know, we have a 55% chance of going up and 45% chance going down. It's not how that works. It just means there's a 55% chance that we are going to go straight up to this price target. Now, we could make it halfway there and chop around and still make some good gains, but not make it all the way, and anything in between. There's lots of different ways that this could go, but basically with a bull pennant, based on historical data, there's about a 55% chance that we are going to go straight up to that price target. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys in this video on Plug Power. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. If you want to support the channel in any way, I have lots of links down below in the description. I've got books that you can buy on investing and trading. I've got links to my other videos on how to trade. I've got my PayPal down there if you want to throw me a tip and fuel my coffee addiction. And basically anything that you click down there is going to help me out and help my channel out, so I do appreciate all that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are not a subscriber yet. Okay guys, that's all I got. I will see you down in the comments below and in the next video. Thanks everyone.